Hello everyone, I am Andrew Dornan, and today is finally the finale of LEGO Star Wars, the video game. Why are you staring at my butt? Last episode, we finished up episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, got the last super kit piece and all of the mini kits, took a look at all the models, and in this episode, we're gonna look at episode 4, A New Hope. There is story mode and free play mode. However, this has no mini kits at all. Also, we have text. It is a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships strike from a hidden base, have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. Princess Leia Organa now has the blueprints for the Empire's new weapon, the Death Star, and her ship is I didn't catch that at all. But yeah, this is effectively the first level of LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, but with some slight differences. This is basically like a here's what you could kind of expect kind of deal. So for the most part, this opening cinematic is more or less the same. There's just a little bit of differences. I think part of it is, like there are some interior shots that are missing, some effects that aren't finalized, and then also this, if you've played LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, you know that this is a very different start. But yes, we are playing as Darth Vader and a stormtrooper, and we got rebel troopers. Haha, take this. So this is really nice. Just that, you know, we can go through and play as Darth Vader. It's really cool. Also, I think if we could like get a good slash, I think if you saw it like briefly, if you're looking really close enough, you can see a tan headpiece instead of the usual like solid black that they use in like the minifigure, which is kind of neat. I'm trying to like get it to show, but it's not working. So here we need to get a protocol droid. So basically we are just gonna break a lot of stuff, and then we'll have to press all of these buttons really fast. So I think that's everything. So now let's just run. Come on. This is really tricky. Okay, I think one way to like do it is one, have a second player, but two, also just like run really fast. You gotta be like Sonic. You gotta go fast, man. Oh. Let's see. Can I stand here? Okay. Let's try to go this way. Oh, I strayed from my course. I took too long. There we go. Grab ourselves C-3PO. And now we go back to where we came from. And I forgot I had the classic blasters. Who is mowing their lawn? Don't they know I'm recording? That's a joke. But yeah, so we got C-3PO, and now we just gotta keep on going. Grab you. Here we go. And you can get Lego sets here. It's a pretty nice level to get them from. But honestly, there's not, like, aside from like playing this little bit of a teaser for the next game, there isn't much else here. You get 4 new characters, I believe, for purchase. Do I have to break these? Yes, I do. And then we get C-3PO. Alright, and here we go. It's Princess Leia and R2-D2. And all of our other characters have gone missing. To be continued. It's great. So we unlocked Anakin Skywalker, brackets Darth Vader, and a Stormtrooper. And then we got a little bit of Lego sets for our troubles. I'm not going to save. And here we have the credits. But it's actually not time for my final thoughts on the project. Instead, we get greeted with this that says episode 1, 2, and 3 have been completed. Truly completed. But now what I want to do is I want to jump on over to the Game Boy Advance version. So in order to do that, I got to stop recording and get some stuff set up. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so here we are. This is why I had to stop recording and change stuff around, because I had to put in the Game Boy player disc using, you know, the Game Boy player of the GameCube. So this is Lego Star Wars for the GBA. We press start. We can choose new game or load game. I'm going to do load game. We have some different files here. Let's just open up this one. So right off the bat, you know, like you notice that there's no diner. So you can choose story mode, free play mode, or options. Options is your run-of-the-mill. You can up music and effects. I noticed a lot of GBA games had, you know, gamma settings, but honestly, also I never learned what isometric controls did. I just never bothered to check. But like honestly, like a brightness setting on a GBA game didn't really matter, especially if you didn't have any way of like lighting your screen, because GBAs before the SP weren't backlit. So let's just open up free play mode. So you notice this is how you choose your different missions. You just open it up and select them. I believe if we choose episode 1, here we go. This is how you choose your different levels. Everything's in a menu. So you have Star Wars episode 1. It tells you, I guess, how good you were. So were you a knight or a master? It tells you how many foes you took down, how many Death Star planes you collected. That was weird. In this game, you didn't. In this version of the game, you didn't have mini kits. You had Death Star plans. So that was really interesting. So like, let's just open up Federation ship, and here you could act. This is how you bought your characters. Is you opened up this menu, and you bought them. And it was really hard to get Lego studs in this version. And apparently I didn't unlock that many just because this version is like difficult. Like it's crazy. And then you still get the cutscenes, which is really odd. But yeah, you know, I'm not touching the controls right now. This is all like you have to go through the cutscenes, which is really weird. So I think it should give me... Nope. It's still in the cutscene. Gosh, it's been forever since I touched the GBA version. But yeah, you press select to bring up your character menu. Press A, your character falls apart and is rebuilt as them. The isometric controls in this one, like moving your character around, just feels weird. They did make it better with the original trilogy. They definitely didn't know how to build for the GBA originally, but then they fixed it with the next one. Okay, so I need to switch characters, and then we use the force on the switch, and then we can go in here. It feels clunky. Like, honestly, part of me thought that it would feel better with the control stick, and it doesn't. It's just it's weird how this feels. But yeah, you can already see the key differences. You have more than 4 hearts. Lego sets are really hard to come across, and then you also have a like a little mana bar or stamina bar, however you want to call it. it's kind of interesting. You can use force push, but it takes away your stamina, and so you have to wait for that to be regained. You can get items that restore your mana and your health. So yeah, that's honestly all I really wanted to show. It's definitely like their first foray, and you can feel it. I would recommend from one gamer to another to pick up, a console version or a PC version. I think there was a PC version, if I remember correctly. Only get the GBA version if you're looking for, if you're a collector, or if you just really want to test my claims, which is totally okay. But yeah, let's jump back to the GameCube version, and I will give my final thoughts on this project. Alright, so we are back. Also, real quick, before I left to go load up the GBA version, I also bought Rebel Trooper and Princess Leia, so we would have those. You know what, let's grab ourselves a different character to look at as we take our seat. This is where we've started and ended every episode, so I think it's appropriate that that we stand here for our final episode. I can't say that I have mixed feelings about this series, because I don't actually. The only feeling I have, besides utter joy for being able to record this again, is just honestly disappointed that something that was so reliable like my Nintendo Wii just gave out, and I had to put this on the back burner for so long. And the fact that I got the new capture card, which was great. I could start recording stuff at like 720p or 1080p, so I would have some high definition content on the channel, but I still couldn't have stuff played on the Wii if it was a GameCube game. And then I got the PS3 and a copy of Lego Stars The Complete Saga, but I'm still trying to work around the HDCP, so I need an HDMI splitter. What I'm going to use for that splitter, I have no idea. It all just depends. But yeah, so when I got this GameCube, I realized, oh, I've got an upscaler back home, a real cheap one, and I can just hook up the AV cords to the upscaler to my switcher, and then the switcher to the capture card. And so that's how I was finally able to record this Let's Play. And I feel so relieved to be able to do this again, because one of the things I hate doing is just leaving a project behind without any sort of closure, whether it's public closure for a project or if it's just for myself. Because there have been like other non-Let's Play projects that I've just quietly put to bed, and I was like, yes, this is something that will never continue, and that's okay. But this was something that I knew that I would be able to continue sometime in the future, deep down. And so the fact that I was able to do this, it just meant the world to me. So for some context, I recorded all 3 of these episodes in one day. It took roughly 3 hours. Today is March the 20th, 2019. These should hopefully be coming out. This Saturday is when you should be getting episode 16, and then 17 and 18 should come out the following Saturday. So next week is episode 17, and then then the week after that is episode 18, or how you would describe it from the viewpoint of this episode when it airs. But yeah, I actually pulled up my Let's Play list, my document that I have like all my Let's Plays listed on. I think this one's available to patrons if I haven't changed the links. But looking at the list, I don't have any plans in the near future for Lego Star Wars 2. I would probably change that soon-ish. It just depends, because as you know, this channel has this rule of 2 where, you know, I do 2 Let's Plays at a time, no more, no less. So if a side Let's Play gets done before the main Let's Play is done, then I pull out the side Let's Play. And then I also don't really release anything on Sundays or Saturdays. Those are just kind of quiet days for the channel. I used to do weekly roundups and weekly video challenges, but those kind of didn't mesh well with the channel, so I just quietly stopped those. You can still watch those videos. I haven't taken them down because they're not bad. They just don't fit. So that's something that, you know, I just kind of quietly put the rest. Let's see, what were some other things about this project? I had made numerous attempts in the past to try to revive it. Tried borrowing a friend's GameCube, trying to borrow a friend's Wii. I think that's actually how I was able to originally record episode 16. Was I used their Nintendo Wii. Like, I asked to borrow it for a weekend when they were gone. They said sure. And then that's when my whole setup just kind of croaked. And so I just didn't bother trying to record again for a long time. And then this came around and I was like, okay, well, let's do this. So this was definitely something I wanted to do since I got the GameCube a few weeks back. But yeah, honestly, I just feel grateful to be able to do this series and finally wrap it up. Some future plans for this channel that I feel like are great to put in like this video while I'm giving my final thoughts on the project. That someone's mowing the lawn. That probably sounds great in post. But yeah, like there's a pretty major change happening, and that's the way I normally do approach making content. Has more or less been like done away with. I've got a bunch of videos that have already been pre-recorded all the way through probably mid-May. But that whole process of recording an entire Let's Play at once and then shipping it out, that honestly, from like a perspective of like someone who wants to grow his channel, that's not very conducive to an environment that would induce growth. And the reason why is because, you know, there's no way to get viewer feedback if you record a Let's Play intended in May all the way back in November. And so, you know, there's a huge disconnect between stuff that I say, you know, 6 months ago versus, you know, whatever, you know, people are into or whatever the climate is of, you know, when that series comes out. And so thinking about that, and then also how part of my thing is I want to entertain you guys with these videos, and I feel like having fully pre-recorded Let's Plays isn't necessarily that entertaining, especially if you think about how, you know, if someone made a comment, I can address that comment in the comments, but I could never address that in the next episode because that next episode is already been recorded. So I think what I want to do, starting with the next Let's Play, which I'm not going to announce now, it's going to be announced at the end of Heroes of Run, is I'm going to change up my content strategy. The next Let's Play is a side Let's Play, so it comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What I will be doing is, because I don't know what exactly my schedule is going to be like when I go off to college, every weekend I will record 2 episodes of the side Let's Play and 3 episodes of the main Let's Play. That way I can, cover myself for the week, and then if people want to make a suggestion or have input for the series, then that can be brought in, not necessarily immediately, but the following weekend when I go to record and edit again. So with that, just trying to like get stuff settled, and really think about, what would be entertaining for you guys. So I think that's what we're gonna do. As far as like me behind the scenes, because this is March when I'm recording this, and Heroes of Ruin doesn't get finished until like mid-May. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably try and knock out some content for the second channel, as well as setting up the official The 12th Kind website. That website, I've been working on it nonstop since I got home, and it's just, it's been a beast to take care of, but it's also been a lot of fun to set up. So hopefully I will have that. I'll have most of the website ready to go. As far as like stuff that's up there now, I'll have that done within like a few months, and then I'll just update it with every next Let's Play. But yeah, I think that's everything. We talked about this project, future projects, website, second channel. I think we covered everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Monday you'll have Stardew Valley. Tuesday you'll have Heroes of Ruin. And hopefully we can put the us back in Let's Plays in May. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.